A member of the public alerted the online citizen to a recent door-to-door survey conducted in Jurong West, probing public opinions on governance and national policies. The individual who participated in the survey expressed uncertainty about which agency commissioned it. The survey, which covered a broader range of topics than a similar poll conducted earlier in August, also employed varied question formats. Unlike the earlier survey conducted in August via phone with a 5-point agreement scale, the November survey employed a more varied approach. Participants were asked to respond to questions using a mix of a 5-point scale for certain questions, a 10-point scale for more detailed ratings, true/false questions to assess straightforward opinions. The survey explored both governance-related and broader themes, including confidence in public institutions, such as the Singapore Armed Forces, trust in the government's sincerity, and whether it is headed in the right direction, whether the government's policies are well articulated, opinions on the Prime Minister's leadership. In addition, the survey delved into public reliance on different news sources, mainstream media versus social media, and sought opinions on the value of having a strong opposition presence in Parliament. Participants received a 10 Singapore dollar NTUC voucher upon completing the survey. Despite the comprehensive nature of the survey, its results remain unpublished, echoing concerns raised about an earlier survey in August, whose findings were also undisclosed. Such practices fuel criticism about the opacity of government-funded surveys and their role in shaping public discourse without accountability. This issue aligns with a broader pattern. In 2019, former Workers' Party MP Leon Pereira urged the government to publish results of all publicly funded polls. In response, then Senior Minister of State for Communications and Information, Sim Ann, clarified that while Reach occasionally shares surveys of public interest, not all surveys conducted by government agencies are tracked or published. Workers' Party Chief Pritam Singh has also highlighted concerns over the asymmetry of information between the ruling People's Action Party and opposition parties. During a parliamentary speech last year, Singh pointed to classified survey data as one of the resources the PAP leverages to maintain a strategic advantage in governance and communication. As public opinion surveys could inform electoral strategies, critics argue for greater transparency to ensure they genuinely reflect citizen sentiment. The inclusion of varied question formats in the November survey suggests an effort to capture nuanced feedback, but the lack of public disclosure undermines trust in the process. Such detailed public sentiment could also provide insights that may influence how electoral boundaries are redrawn ahead of the upcoming general election. The timing and scope of the survey, less than a year before polls must be held, has raised questions about whether these surveys are being used solely for policymaking or also for electoral planning. The November survey highlights the potential of public opinion polls to address critical issues and guide policy. However, without clear guidelines on the publication and use of such data, these surveys risk being viewed as tools for internal strategy rather than mechanisms of genuine public engagement. With Singapore's next general election looming, public scrutiny of government-conducted surveys is likely to grow. The debate over whether such polls will contribute to transparent policymaking or remain tools of political strategy continues to underscore the need for accountability and openness.